I made a video so far in 2K26 rebuilding the worst team in the Curry era, which was the LA Lakers with like Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, and Lonzo Ball. Today, we are going to be rebuilding the worst team in the LeBron era, and that's going to be the 2011 Minnesota Timberwolves, headlined by Kevin Love, Michael Beasley, and Wesley Johnson. This team won 17 games before Ricky Rubio came over a couple years later. And unfortunately for this video, my face cam got corrupted for the first few seasons. So you'll see a timestamp on the screen of when my face cam will resume. It starts about the 2013 off season. So once again, I apologize about that. I just had a really good time rebuilding this team so far, and I didn't want to scrap it because I feel like we're on good pace for when you see my face cam again. And the NBA team that had the worst record in 2011, the 17-65 Minnesota Timberwolves, headlined by Kevin Love. Kevin Love played 73 games this season, and they were still so bad. Ricky Rubio missed all of his rookie season with an injury. Ricky Rubio didn't come over till 2012 after getting drafted in 2009 when he was playing in Spain. I mean, one of the greatest Spanish players in history, but this guy was taken ahead of Steph Curry, DeMar DeRozan, Drew Holiday, and they had to wait 2 years. So they were so excited about Rubio, who had a great NBA career. But for somebody that was drafted 5th overall, maybe a little disappointing with the hype he had coming over from Spain. We have a 21-year-old Michael Beasley, all the talent in the world, just never really put it together consistently at the NBA level. We have Luke Ridnour, one of the NBA's legendary journeymen over time. Martell Webster's on this team, Corey Brewer, Darko Milicic at 25. You have Anthony Tolliver, Wesley Johnson, who was just drafted 4th overall out of Syracuse in the 2010 draft. One pick ahead of DeMarcus Cousins. Yeah, we could have had Kevin Love and DeMarcus Cousins. What if it was Kevin Love and Paul George, Kevin Love and Gordon Hayward? A lot of different options here. We have a young Wayne Ellington, Nikola Pekovic, Johnny Flynn, also drafted in the top 10 in that 2009 draft, Sebastian Telfair, Kosta Koufos, and Lazar Hayward. This team is not great. Like I said, it won 17 games. And then they were blessed to get the number 2 overall pick in the 2011 draft. A good draft, but they took Derek Williams when Kyrie went number 1 to the Cavs. Kawhi went after. Klay Thompson went after, Jimmy Butler, and some other good players as well. So we'll see how that ends up looking. We are currently building around Kevin Love. I mean, Luke Ridnour is easily going to be a trade candidate for us this year because I would still like to get Johnny Flynn involved for sure. And this team definitely has some veterans we could look to move at some point. So if we go to our salary cap breakdown right now, Corey Brewer is a free agent at the end of the year, definitely a trade candidate this season. Sebastian Telfair could get moved as well, and we're going to continue to build around Kevin Love. So who's got the high shot tendency? Let's make sure it's Kevin Love. We can keep Beasley's fairly high. Rubio's not going to play this year because he didn't come over till the 2012 season technically. So anybody else I want to take like more shots out here? Maybe Johnny Flynn could take a few more shots. Either way, this team is going to be it's going to be bad this year. So Ridnour already gets hurt on opening night, great, and we lose by 30. Michael Beasley had 18. He's also somebody that I would think about trading this year as well. He came over from the Miami Heat. There was a reason why the Heat gave up on him. Well, the Heat had to shed some cap to sign LeBron and Chris Bosh in the 2010 free agency, and this is the first year with that, so we know the Mavericks ended up winning the NBA Finals. Derrick Rose won MVP, the youngest MVP in NBA history at that time. Nice. Darko was shooting 29% from the field to start off the year. We're 1-6. All right, so I'm getting this offer from the San Antonio Spurs. I need to see McDyess's contract. It's 2 years of bad money for a 36-year-old Antonio McDyess, but I get San Antonio's lottery first-round pick in 2013 for Martell Webster, who's actually off to a great start as a 23-year-old. I mean, I don't think that's worth trading that first round pick if Webster is going to be this good of a forward for us. So I'm going to decline that. We're probably going to get blown out by the Spurs. No, we actually just beat them by 9. Spurs are 4-10 to start off the year. Okay. And we're actually 6-10. Not too bad right now. Now, this is a trade I could get behind. I'm getting Timothy Mozgov from the Knicks, who's making about $3 million for the next few years. He was obviously included at the 2011 deadline for Carmelo Anthony. He's not even playing this year, but I'm going to get New York's unprotected 2014 first round pick for Corey Brewer, who's 24 years old, but is a free agent at the end of the year. This is exactly a type of trade I should make. I do have to give them my 2012 second rounder, Timothy Mozgov. Welcome to the Knicks. So we are 11-22 here on New Year's Eve. We are currently the 13th seed in the Western Conference. I don't know if I'm really trying to tank. You do have the Sacramento Kings, who are 9-20. They ended up getting Jimmer Fredette and Isaiah Thomas in the 2011 draft. Isaiah Thomas was Mr. Irrelevant. And you have Portland down here as well. This is obviously Portland before Damian Lillard. This is Phoenix post Amari Stoudemire now that he signed with the New York Knicks, who are also really bad and had got their 2014 first round pick, although that is a few years from now. The Bobcats and the Pistons are also really bad this season. Our leading scorer, to no surprise, has been Kevin Love. 20 points, 15 rebounds, 2.5 assists. This is year 3 of his rookie deal, so we still have him on a bargain of a contract next year. In the 2012 season, I was kind of thrown off by that contract. I was like, wait, did I download the wrong roster? No, that is the 2012 season he has the team option for. Michael Beasley has been good. Now he's got a $6 million team option. He's somebody I can continue to build around here. Like 18 points, 4.5 rebounds, 57-46 splits, or this is somebody we could sell high on in the offseason. Ridnour's been fine. He's been banged up this year. He's somebody that we could probably move in the offseason if we wanted to. Martell Webster's come back down to earth a little bit. Chance I could trade him as well. Johnny Flynn has shown some flashes this year, but has struggled with his three-point shot. Because next year, we know that Ricky Rubio is going to start for us at the point guard position. So we know he's going to be at the 1. Kevin Love's going to be at the 4. Everything else we're still trying to figure out. I would like to get more minutes to maybe Pekovic in the second half. And outside of some point guard injuries to Telfair and Ridnour, we've been fairly healthy this season. And Wesley Johnson is also shooting 39% from 3 this year as a rookie. He's 23 years old as a rookie though. So I just got offered a first round pick top 3 protected in the 2013 draft in CJ Watson for Luke Ridnour, who's got good trade value. He's averaging 7.3 assists this year in 27 minutes a night. We know we have Ricky Rubio coming over next year. That's a good offer. I don't think I have to accept that right now. As long as Ridnour does not get hurt in the next few weeks, maybe I can get something a little bit better. Maybe I can get a first rounder from a better team, because the Bulls right now, I mean, they don't have Jimmy Butler yet, but they have Luol Deng. They have Carlos Boozer, Joakim Noah, and Derrick Rose. Not going to do this trade because I don't really want Monte Ellis, but he's under a good contract. He's averaging 21 points per game. I just got offered him for Michael Beasley. 3.5-star trade value, Michael Beasley. All right, that should help the tank. I wasn't going to trade Kevin Durant or Kevin Love anyway, but he has a spinal injury and he is out for the season. That is going to end year number 3, in which I said he played like, what, 72, 73 games. He's only going to play half the season this year. 44 from 3, 49 from the field, 20 points and 15 rebounds a night. An absolute stud. But yeah, we are going to be bad in the second half without him. Let's just stop the count right here. I don't want anybody else getting injured. We are currently 19-33. I mean, a little bit better. I mean, this team has already eclipsed what they had in real life at 17 wins. We do have a negative 4.9 point differential. I would like to be a little bit of a seller here at the deadline. Now, if we look at our future draft pick situation, I believe we own our first round pick here in this draft. I mean, they probably traded it out in real life, but there's got to be some protection on it, right? I don't know if that affected them in 2012. Okay, yeah, so it is top 10 protected to the LA Clippers. So I do want to tank and be a lot worse here in the second half of the season. I got to see what the protection was in 2012, just to make sure we're going to get that pick if we do deserve it. All right, so we are going to revisit this Bulls offer. I'm going to give them Luke Ridnour, who's going to be a good backup point guard behind Derrick Rose, who eventually had his injury concerns, but he's playing at an MVP level. You get 4 years of control for Luke Ridnour, so I guess they get him instead of Kirk Heinrich. And I doubt they're going to be a bottom 3 team in 2013, but I'm going to get a first rounder. In 2 years of CJ Watson, it's not terrible money. Maybe I could flip him. I don't really want to include the second. I mean, they'll do the 2014 New Orleans second rounder. I'll do that instead of the original one. And I think I'm going to do this trade for Grant Hill of all people. Yeah, so I'm going to trade them Darko Milicic. I get out of that money long term. I can give more minutes to Timothy Mozgov, Pekovic, and Kufos going forward. And they think they can maybe turn around Milicic with him playing with Steve Nash. They do get a little bit younger there. I'm getting 38-year-old Grant Hill, who I think I'm just going to release, like technically buy him out so he could sign with a contender. I don't need him helping me in the second half of the season. So I'm going to sign 23-year-old Joe Ingles to maybe a 3-year deal that's front-loaded team option, a super team-friendly contract, getting him from Australia. And hopefully with no Rubio, obviously he's not coming over to the States yet this season, and with no Kevin Love in the second half, we could be pretty bad. So Michael Beasley, take some nights off. So yeah, Michael Beasley actually just got an injury that it's going to sideline him for a few weeks, but it is like an injury he could play through. But you know what? You don't need to play through right shoulder tendonitis. I do want to show you some trades that also went down around the league. Andres Nocioni for Luke Walton and a first rounder. Corey Maggette for Morris Peterson in the first. Ronnie Turioff, Sasa Vucevic. Hito Turkoglu is going to the Sacramento Kings. Chris Stuhan for Zaza Pachulia, and that's a trade we made with the Knicks earlier. If we go to the award races, LeBron headlining the MVP race. Steph Curry at 22 years old. No Derrick Rose there. Paul George leading the Rookie of the Year pack, averaging 24.5 points as a rookie. Ty Lawson, about 16 points a night. James Harden, 20 points a night. Dwight Howard, 21 and 12. Unreal numbers. DeAndre Jordan, 14 and 10. Top of the most improved race as well. There's Joakim Noah and JaVale McGee on the Wizards as most or DPOY race. I do wonder if JaVale McGee's career would have been a little bit different if he was in a more functional environment where he had good veterans around him. It was a winning environment because he was a very good player when he was younger, in which he had like potential to be maybe an all defensive center, maybe an all NBA center at the time, but it was a losing environment. Then he kind of ended up becoming a meme player throughout the league. So here is the all-stars. You do have 3 Miami Heats. You got Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh. And do we get any Timberwolves? We do not. And then is there any contracts to really get done this year? Nope. Let's go here into the off season. Hopefully we lose a lot of games in the second half. We want to keep our pick and we want to have the best chance. Like if I got Kyrie, that would change things. I think if I got the #1 pick though, I would take Kawhi and trade Michael Beasley. So we just ended the season with LeBron James winning MVP, Paul George Rookie of the Year, Ty Lawson is your 6th man of the year, 17 points, 8 assists, 51-40, 77 splits. You have Dwight Howard winning DPOY, DeAndre Jordan Most Improved, Scott Brooks Coach of the Year, and JP Fisher Executive of the Year. So you got Russ, Wade, LeBron, Josh Smith, and Tim Duncan on All-NBA first team. Dwight, KD, Griffin, Paul, and Curry, All-NBA second team. All-NBA third team, you have Rondo, Rose, KG, Pau Gasol, and Amari Stoudemire. All-defensive first team has a younger Josh Smith at 25 years old. You have Russ and Ibaka on all-defensive second team. We do get Joe Ingles, actually, on all... What? On all-rookie first team. How many games did he play? Whoa. They actually played Joe Ingles 30 games down the stretch. I did not realize he was averaging 17 points per game and shot 4. What? Is that pickup of the year off the market? Let's go. And Wesley Johnson, all rookie second team. Not bad numbers. I'll take a 52.5% true shooting from a rookie. It is scary that he's a little bit older, but I think we'll be fine going forward. Here is the playoff picture. You have the Paul George, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander thing going on over there, but that trade didn't happen for another like 8 years. So here were the season numbers at the end of the year. I'm glad I gave Joe Ingles basically 3 years on that contract. Anthony Tolliver actually shot 35% from 3 this year, 80% from the free throw line, also 25 years old. Obviously, we want to get 3-point shooters as the NBA is transitioning to like 5 out. Like there could even be some like Kevin Love at the 5 numbers eventually. 6'8" though, I would need like a true rim protector at the 4 or somebody that can be like that. Hey, if I drafted Kawhi, he could be a power forward for us, something like that. I think the center rotation is intriguing going into the 2012 season with Pekovic, Mozgov, and Kufos, but I don't think any of those guys are really set in stone as like the franchise 5. I like Tolliver, but some of these guys will be entering their last year of their deal in 2012. Therefore, I may look to move some of them this offseason. Let's see who gets out of round 1. The Heatles are going to sweep the Milwaukee Bucks, headlined by like Brandon Jennings. No, it's John Salmons, it's Delfino, Gooden. Jennings coming off the bench with Bogut, Ilyasova, and others. They're going up against Dwight Howard and the Heat with JJ Redick, Vince Carter, Jameer Nelson over there. You got Chicago versus Philly, Dirk versus Kobe here. And you have the young Thunder versus the San Antonio Spurs. Dirk gets eliminated in round number 2, unlike real life. And the Heat actually got eliminated in 6 games. It looks like Dwayne Wade may have gotten hurt in game number 6, which is a shame. But yeah, JJ Redick drops 25. Dwight Howard was an absolute monster. And we have the Bulls and the Magic versus the Thunder and the Lakers in the conference finals. And the Thunder just blew, oh boy, a 3-0 lead. That is bad. But game 1, they won by 1. Game 2, they won by 1. So those could have gone either way. So this is basically a rematch of the 2010 NBA Finals between the Lakers and the Magic. Sorry, this is a rematch of 2009, not 2010. And the Lakers beat the Magic in 5 like they did in 2009. Bynum had 21 and 13. So he gets Finals MVP, not Pau Gasol or Kobe Bryant. Derek Fisher, Theo Ratliff, and Antonio Daniels retire this year. Celtic Shaq may rest in peace. He may retire. Just that meme, I mean, like resting in peace. As Shaq does go to the Hall of Fame. Jersey retirements, we do have Shaq on the Lakers, and we are going to have some uniform changes with the Wizards and the New York Knicks. That's fine with me. We do not have to announce any league meeting rule changes right now. So here is the 2012 lottery. What could have been different if you had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love? Now, the Timberwolves were so dysfunctional at this time. It could have been ownership that was going to make these decisions. Bad general managers came through. So, like, I don't know. We are projected the 8th pick. So, I don't think we could fall to 11. It'd be virtually impossible. We're fine keeping our pick, which is kind of a shame. Because what if they did get number 1? They probably still would have taken Derek Williams. Like, they would have said, Rubio's our franchise point guard. We don't need Kyrie. I don't know. Maybe they do take Kyrie. Who knows? So, let's hope we get lucky here on the night of the 2012 lottery. We do not. We are going to have the 8th overall pick in the 2012 draft. The Suns get number 1. Are they going to draft Kyrie with Nash there? Maybe it's going to be Nash and Kawhi. Kings get number 2. Could be Kyrie or Kawhi with Cousins. Nets get number 3. And we're also going to have Utah's pick at number 20. Memphis's pick at number 24 as well. The Knicks also have the Rockets pick there at number 10. Kurt Rambis is the head coach. We are going to fire Kurt Rambis. We are going to try to go after maybe Mike D'Antoni to be the next guy here in Minnesota. I'm going to offer Rick Adelman a job. Probably not Vinny Del Negro or Kurt Rambis. Maybe Rudy Tomjanovich we could bring in here as well. All right, so let's see if we get one of these guys. I'm never able to sign the assistants who are like actually real assistants. Okay, so we get all 3. I'm going to bring in Mike D'Antoni. Him and I believe Rudy are 7 seconds or less. Adelman might be balanced, but yeah, we're going to bring in D'Antoni, who's actually perimeter centric here. That may change in a year from now. All right, so let's go here to the NBA draft. Let's see who the mock drafts have us taking. So Kawhi is projected to go number 1. I mean, if they take Isaiah Thomas, that would be crazy. They think we might take Klay Thompson. Hey, if Klay Thompson is there, I'm going to take Klay Thompson, but there's a chance he's definitely off the board. Him or Jimmy Butler. I mean, Klay is perfect. Like, I'm not set in stone about Wayne Ellington or Wesley Johnson. Like, Klay could fit like a glove here in this offense, especially if we want to be 7 seconds or less. We're going to have Rubio as the starting point guard next year. And it's just like crazy, right? Because I'm trying to think of like a first round pick that was highly drafted that hasn't came overseas right away. Like, I could be wrong, but didn't Valanciunas not come over right away from this draft when he went number 5? I mean, just like taking Rubio in the top 10 when you know he may not come overseas is crazy. I don't think that was ever talked about with Luka, like that he could stay overseas. But yeah, I wonder if we'll ever even see that again. Kawhi goes number 1 here to the Suns. The Kings at number 2 are going to select Isaiah Thomas. Oh, you could have taken Kyrie Irving. Okay, the Nets, they take Klay Thompson. Damn, I wanted Klay. Number 4 is going to be Kyrie Irving, goes to Portland, so they don't get Dame in 2012 because they got Kyrie here in 2011. I assume Jimmy's going with one of these next 3 picks. But I just got offered a trade to go up 2 spots. I'm going to give them Chicago's top 3 protected first. Oh man, that's a great trade to guarantee myself basically Jimmy Butler. Yeah, I might do this. I gotta basically give up that first rounder. It's basically Luke Ridnour and 8 to move up here to 5 to guarantee myself Jimmy Butler. Let's do that. So Jimmy Butler did not work out for the Timberwolves like later on in the 2019 season, 2018 season, brought them to the playoffs, right? Yeah, and then they ended up losing to Houston round number 1, but we're going to trade up to get Jimmy right here. And it's not like I even traded up for that. I got offered that trade. We do have a couple other first round picks. I don't mind Alec Burks. I see him. I see Tristan Thompson, who originally went 4th overall in this draft. Dontas Montejunas, real player. Nikola Mirotic, still killing it overseas. Reggie Jackson as well if we wanted another point guard. I don't mind. Bismack Biyombo's 18. Honestly, somebody that like doesn't need to play right away, I'm fine taking Bismack because we do have 24. There goes Tristan Thompson. There goes Bojan Bogdanovic. That's a great pick. I'm going to take Alec Burks here out of Colorado, who went right ahead of Klay Thompson. So yeah, Zay Thomas is an 84. Okay, he's the highest overall in this draft class, which is kind of crazy. So Jimmy Butler, Bismack Biyombo, and Alec Burks, welcome here to Minnesota. We are going to pick up the team option on Michael Beasley. Wayne Ellington and Kevin Love as well. There's a chance we could be competitive next year. Now, I don't need to trade away Michael Beasley, and we could start Jimmy Butler at the 2. So we don't have any qualifying offers. Carmelo Anthony is a free agent. The Knicks don't trade for him and sign him here. He may end up as an Indiana Pacer, which would be kind of crazy. Do we have cap space? We do not really at all. Why is that? Is that because, yeah, I don't really know how we don't have cap space with this team. I guess we'd have to part ways with like Webster, Beasley, Pekovic, stuff like that. All right, so the Grit and Grind Grizzlies here are going to offer me Hasheem Thabeet last year, I believe, of his deal, or he might have a team option. No, last year of his deal from the 2009 draft class, or no, 2008. No, 2009 draft class. And we're going to get their 2013 modern protected first for Martell Webster. Maybe he's like their Tony Allen instead. And I think I'm going to take a flyer on Carl Stelfino here in free agency. Let's see if we could front load this team option, basically the Joe Ingles contract. And we are going to have a lot of good wings next year. So let's do that. We're going to let Sebastian Telfair walk. Carmelo Anthony does become an Indiana Pacer. Jamal Crawford's his son. J.R. Smith back to the Knicks or to the Knicks? He is going to the Knicks. Jason Richardson, Vince Carter, also I think re-signed with their teams. Now next year we have plenty of point guards. It's going to be Rubio and Flynn to start off the year. We're going to have, I don't know, like maybe just like these two at the shooting guard spot. Like I do want all 4 of these guys getting minutes. We're going to have Love, Tolliver get minutes as well. Figure out who emerges as the 5. I don't think I'm going to start Jimmy right away, so I do think he'll come off the bench. All right, so player progression, Kevin Love is an 88, Ricky Rubio is an 80, Delfino's a 77, Beasley's a 79. I think I would keep an eye on Michael Beasley this year. We're going to try to make things work here in Minnesota, but there's a chance we could trade him at the deadline if we feel like we're not going to want to extend him at a price tag. Maybe it's outside our comfort range because we do have to pay Kevin Love in a year. They're both from the same draft class. And if we look at the contract extensions, let's just lock up Kevin Love right now on a 3-year extension. And it will ascend over time for one of the best players in the game. And Michael Beasley does want to test free agency. I mean, do I trade him right now? I mean, the Nets are interested in offering him, or me, their top 3 protected first. And then, I mean, that would make sense for the Nets if they wanted to be aggressive. They just drafted Klay Thompson. They have favors. They do need a small forward. So I will ask for your 2012 unprotected first and your 2014 unprotected first, let's say. So 2 unprotected first rounders for Michael Beasley. I don't think I was going to pay him. He was good last year, but we just drafted Jimmy Butler. They would want that Memphis pick for Damian Jones. I don't really know, like, unless you would want one of these centers, I will give you, like, Kosta Kufos you can't afford. Can you afford any of the? Well, who was that one player you just offered me? Like, I will take Damian James, and I will give you Mozgov. Okay, they can't afford that. I will give you Kufos. We really can't afford that. But you just, what? I'll give you Lazar Hayward, and I will give you maybe that Grizzlies. They would want the Grizzlies lottery protected first. All right. Those could be good first rounders. I don't know if I should wait for Michael Beasley. Should I just trade him for the Nets 2012 unprotected first? Basically Gerald Wallace, because the Nets unprotected 2012 first became Damian Lillard for Portland. I think I'll do this. Unless I could just get this first rounder as well. They would want the Memphis first. Okay, so could we just do Michael Beasley for that first? Let's do it. Michael Beasley is a Brooklyn Net after we couldn't really... I don't think we were going to re-sign him. Now, I do need to cut 3 players before the season starts. Nahara is going to be one of them for sure. I think Lazar Hayward might be one. I am going to roll into the next season with... Actually, no, I'm going to release this Sheem to beat. And then I do need to cut one other player. And it's going to be Lazar Hayward here. Yeah, it could be a good flyer for some team. He's 23 years old. I do want to see what, like, the free agency market looks like. Nothing really here to start off the year. So let's go here. I actually do need to take the suspension off Ricky Rubio. He'd be good to play now. All right, so it's going to be Rubio at the 1. I think Wesley we could still try out at the 2. I think I want to start Joe Ingles at the 3, just given how impressive he was at the end of last year's season. So let's do that. Joe Ingles at the 3, get him like 25 a night. Kevin Love getting a ton of minutes. Let's go Pekovic at the 5. He'll get 28 minutes a night. We'll go 20 to Mozgov. We'll go 22 to Delfino. We'll go about 17 to Ellington. We'll go about 15 to Tolliver. And then I don't think... man, I would like to get Johnny Flynn in here. So maybe we go like 12 to Flynn and Tolliver. And then we'll go to rookie Jimmy Butler. Just about 14 minutes a night to start off the year. But those could definitely and will increase over the course of the year. We're 3-star perimeter centric. We could stay with that. And if I were to look at my shot tendencies this year, Kevin Love at the highest is what we want. I don't need Rubio taking that many shots this year. Jimmy does not need to touch the ball that much as a rookie either. Ellington, that's fine. Pekovic, that's fine. Johnson, that's fine. Joe Ingles, that's fine as well. All right, that's good with me going into the year. Home game against the Thunder. Probably going to lose this one. Whoa. 143, 136. Hello. 22 points for Joe Ingles. 13 assists in his NBA debut for Ricky Rubio. And a double-double for Pekovic. Damn, this is unfortunate. Joe Ingles ends up tearing his ACL. He is out for the year. All right. He was having a good season as well. 5.5 assists cannot go unnoticed. I think it is time now to get Jimmy Butler into the starting rotation. I don't know if I'm going to really, like, play anybody else. We could end up playing Alec Burks, but that might happen more so after the deadline. Let's give Jimmy, like, 31 minutes a night. Kevin Love is averaging 24 and 13 this year. He got that new contract extension. Pekovic has been solid, 7 points and about 9 rebounds, although they do think I should start Mozgov. And Ricky Rubio is averaging 9 assists and shooting 42% from 3 as a rookie. We're actually 25 and 13. So the Hornets had, like, they took Austin Rivers with pick 10 on the night of the 2012 draft. Like, that pick was traded, our first round pick in 2012 was traded to the Clippers for, like, Sam Cassell, like 7 years prior. And then that got shipped to New Orleans. So we're not going to get our first rounder this year, but hey, we have a 7.8 point differential. Now let's take a look at the Nets, who are better this year, unfortunately. And we do own that unprotected first. It looks like Michael Beasley is out, unfortunately. I want to say Malik Beasley. All right, so the Jazz are offering me a first rounder for Carlos Delfino. I don't think I'm going to take that. Delfino is looking like one of the best contract extensions, or best contracts from free agency, at least for the bargain we got him at $2 million a year, which is still a decent amount in 2012. It does think we lost Joe Ingles for the year. Wayne Ellington is shooting 36 from 3. Wesley Johnson about 35% from 3. But Ricky Rubio looks like a franchise point guard. Kevin Love, who had a major injury last year, looks like he could be All-NBA first team this year. I wonder if we wanted to maybe upgrade the center spot here at the deadline. I mean, did the Nets fall at all? Nah, they're still the 8 seed. I mean, there is a chance they can fall down the stretch, but These teams are bad in the East. So I'm not sure if there is a trade to be made this season. I may honestly just roll with this squad into the playoffs. If we're going to look here, how's Jimmy been? 8.5 points, 2.5 assists. Like Delfino's maybe better right now. So maybe I do a little bit more to Delfino. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to make any trades. I like the core that we got. We'll have to make some maybe major decisions in the offseason. But right now, I'm good to roll into the second half. We're 17 games above 500. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm not moving Delfino. And LeBron goes back-to-back in MVP awards. Ricky Rubio takes home Rookie of the Year. How about that? Rubio did finish runner-up to Kyrie Irving in the 2012 Rookie of the Year race. LeBron, so he gets it this time around over Kyrie, who got drafted. Who did he get? Portland, I think he got drafted by. Bledsoe to the Clippers. Dwight Howard goes back-to-back in depoys. Bledsoe most improved as well. And Coach Spo is your Coach of the Year, and Sam Presti would be your Executive of the Year. So Derrick Rose still healthy. All-NBA first team with Chris Paul, LeBron, Griffin, and Duncan. Back, it was still 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. Cousins, Josh Smith, Kevin Love, Russ, and Curry. I was going to say, did Kevin Love get snubbed to first team? I mean, LeBron won MVP, and Griffin was playing out of his mind. So I'm glad to see Love make it on second team. I think he is closer to first team, though, than he is the third team. And here's All-NBA third team of Wade, Conley, Ibaka making it. Wow, 20 and 11 for Serge. Maybe Serge ended up becoming a better player than James Harden, at least right now. Tyrese Thomas, all defensive second team. We get Ricky Rubio, obviously on all rookie first team. And we get Jimmy Butler on all rookie second team. It's kind of the new era of Timberwolves basketball. We're taking on the Clippers here in round number 1. No Lob City Clips because Chris Paul is still in New Orleans, but they have Blake, DJ in that front court. They still have Eric Gordon and some others who they included in that original Chris Paul trade. And Kevin Love finished with 25 and 14. We are pretty much healthy for the playoffs outside of Joe Ingles. And I'm excited for these playoffs. We were really good this year, way better than I thought. 54 and 28. So there was a chance we could have been the 6th seed. So in our division, the Thunder ended up winning it by 6 games. We had a 6.8 point differential. Really good stuff. The Heat and the Pacers. So there was about 5 good East teams, and then what the heck was after them? Damn, the Nets really won 38 games. I don't know if I would have taken that. So that first round pick, maybe not as good as I thought for Michael Beasley. They are going to be taking on the Heat here in round number 1. Beasley maybe playing banged up in the playoffs, down to a 79 overall. Or he's just unhappy. No, 79? Wasn't he like higher than that with us last year? I thought he was. So for this playoff rotation, it's going to be Rubio at the 1. I think I may start Jimmy at the 2, Delfino at the 3. So we're going to go a little bit less to Wesley to come off the bench. Mozgov and Peck are going to split minutes. We're going to go 38 to Love. We'll go a little bit more to Delfino. For the bench, Johnny Flynn's going to get like 10 minutes a night. Yes, could have had Steph. We're going to go like 13 to Tolliver. That's fine with me. Ellington could get about 20. And the 5 remaining, we are going to go to Ricky Rubio and Jimmy Butler. So we're taking on the Clippers here. In round number 1, you got Grit and Grind versus the Spurs. You got the Warriors versus Kyrie and LaMarcus Aldridge and Batum and Roy in Portland. And then you got the Thunder and the Lakers over here in the West. We are going to lose game number 1 by 16. Delfino was our leading scorer. Damn, Blake Griffin played some great defense on Love. Love shoots 33% from the field, 30% from 3. And who went off for them? Blake had 21, 18, and 7. Game 2 is going to go to the Clippers, 133, 127, 23 and 14 for Love, 17 and 11 for Rubio. Griffin had 28, 10, and 6. Baron Davis had 18 and 11. Game number 3. Damn. Can we win a playoff game in our first time here? They had 87 points combined between these 4. Chris Kaman had a double-double as their backup center. Love has not been like regular season Love here in the playoffs. Rubio is averaging 10 assists. I think what I'm learning now is like, who's going to be the secondary shot creator to Love? Will that eventually be Jimmy Butler, or does Jimmy have like a slower start to his career like he did in Chicago as a scorer? Because it didn't really happen to like, what, 2015, 16, 17, where Jimmy became like that guy as an offensive player. And we're going to lose by 5 here in game 4 to get swept. That is a very disappointing end to a exciting season. I thought we were going to maybe go to 6 or 7. I didn't think we were going to beat them. That does suck, though, that we got swept. So you're going to have the Thunder versus the Clippers. You're going to have the Warriors versus the Grizzlies. Over here, Heat versus Orlando, rematch from last year. Indiana versus the Sixers. We're not, oh my God, the Heat cannot get past the Magic. That is crazy. Sixers are going up here against the Magic in the conference final. So we weren't going to get Paul George and Carmelo Anthony with Danny Granger in this team versus the Heatles. And then you do have the Thunder and the Warriors here. Could I trade for James Harden? He might be a free agent here. He does have 1 year left. It's an interesting idea this offseason. We'll see. I don't know if they would think about that with Russ, KD, and Serge Ibaka being maybe the higher priorities of this roster. So a 2016 rematch here. Let's see what happens. And then you have Philly versus Orlando in the Nikola Vucevic Bowl. And we are going to see the Sixers beat Orlando in 5. The Thunder beat the Warriors in 7. Russ had a triple-double in this one. Harden went 6 of 15. Okay, so Thunder and Sixers in the finals, and the Thunder win in 6 with Russell Westbrook being your finals MVP. So the Lakers win last year, Thunder win this year. It's been Western Conference team so far. Grant Hill, I guess, is a Timberwolves legend, ends up retiring. Big Z, Ben Wallace, one of the greatest defensive players of all time, retiring as well. We're going to see Wallace and Grant Hill get their jerseys retired by the Pistons, and then the Nets are going to become the Brooklyn Nets. And it looks like the Bobcats are still the Bobcats, or are going to be technically the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, if we look here, it's got like the years. So the Bobcats, I'm not sure actually what they look like right now. We're about to find out maybe here in the lottery. So yeah, the Bobcats logo is still the Bobcats. It just changes a little bit at the moment. We do not own any first round picks here. The Denver Nuggets win the Anthony Davis sweepstakes. Jazz number 2, Rockets 3, Raptors 4, Pistons 5. Damn, I traded Michael Beasley for the 16th overall pick. Probably could have gotten like pick 7 if I did it like in a normal proposed trade. We do have to give the Clippers our pick there at 23. Guess they never traded it to New Orleans. Or you know what? Was that in the Chris Paul trade? Yep, that was one of the picks included in the Chris Paul trade. Yeah, what big trade did the Hornets and Clippers make in that around 2011? So we're going to keep Mike D'Antonio as a head coach. He did a great job this year. So we have the 16th overall pick. Not sure who that's going to land me. This 2012 draft was really good at the top. Like in hindsight with Beal, AD, Draymond, and Anthony Davis. It hasn't aged the best though. Like most of the UNC guys did not pan out. Barnes did for the most part, but Kendall Marshall, John Henson, and Towers Zeller did not. Like Terrence Ross, Deion Waiters, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Austin Rivers never really lived up to their potential. Definitely not Thomas Robinson. Though Anthony Davis does become a Denver Nugget, Bradley Beal becomes a Utah Jazz, Harrison Barnes to the Rockets, Damian Lillard up north to the Toronto Raptors, and at number 5 here, the Pistons are trading this. Oh my God, if that was for Anthony Davis, that would have been crazy. So the Nuggets had 2 top 5 picks. They take Deion Waiters. You could have had AD and Draymond. They fumbled that one a little bit. The Bobcats are also trading the pick and Gerald Wallace for Harrison Barnes. All right, so the Barnes-Rockets tenure ends very quickly. And the Rockets maybe end up with a better player in Draymond Green. Oh yeah, and I should give a shout out to Chris Middleton, a 2nd rounder. Great pick here. I have thought about the idea of trading the pick. We could get Lou Will here from the Sixers, who's locked up for the next 3 years. We could get Andrew Bogut to put him next to Kevin Love in the front court. I don't hate that idea. Devin Harris is available from the Brooklyn Nets, but we do have Ricky Rubio. I want to keep my options open. I think I could still trade for Andrew Bogut, but I want to see if I can maybe put a bunch of pieces together to maybe go after James Harden. We'll see. I am going to take Michael Kidd-Gilchrist with this pick. I think it's solid value at 16. Kidd-Gilchrist, if you would have said he was the 16th overall pick, he would have been worth it. He was a good role player in his career. Just didn't live up to the hype of a number 2 pick. 1 spot ahead of Bradley Beal. So yeah, that is going to finish it out for us. Andre Drummond went 10 to the Wizards. He would have been a solid pick as 2K loves Andre Drummond as a rebounder. We're going to pick up the team option on Wayne Ellington. Definitely pick it up on Ingles, who's out for another 8 to 10 months. We are going to call the OKC Thunder, see if we could say, you know what? The salary cap is not going to rise, OKC. Would you trade us James Harden? He's 4.5 stars. Jesus. Okay, I don't know if that's going to be possible. I'll throw you Wesley Johnson. Okay, he's 4 stars to this. Wesley Johnson, maybe I'll throw you Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Wayne Ellington, or do you like Johnny Flynn at all? A 3 for 1, does that even get it close? And I will give you my first rounder next year, or any of these first rounders from the Knicks or Memphis worth anything. Okay, 3 first round picks, Johnson, Ellington, and Flynn, and 3 guards for Harden. They say no. What about if I also included a center? Do you like Pekovic? No, you don't. And there's a financial issue. So I don't know. Like, I don't want to move any of these guys. Like, I don't want to move Jimmy in this deal. I would like to not move Delfino. But, like, it's James frickin' Harden. Now, it's going to be tough to try to pull this off right now. Like, maybe, like, do you like Alec Burks instead of Johnny Flynn? Not even a counter. Like, if I went to the Thunder, I don't know. Maybe when I can have another tradable first, maybe I would have to wait 30 days and I can include Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. I mean, Chris Kaman gave us buckets in the playoffs. I would actually like to sign Chris Kaman to a 2-year contract. We're going to do a team option on it, and we'll give him about $4 million a year. I do also see Hassan Whiteside here. Could be an interesting guy to add, but he wants a decent amount of money. And Chris Kaman was a backup in Los Angeles, so I think he'd be cool being a starter here. We are going to let go of Anthony Tolliver, Costa Kufos, and CJ Watson. We're probably going to have that Michael Beasley trade exception expire. Now, anybody switch up here? Ray Allen goes back to the Celtics, or was he always here? I'm not sure if he was in Miami to start off this rebuild. No, he was always in Boston. Brook Lopez back to the Nets. Eric Gordon to the Clippers on a 1-year deal. That's a good shooting guard to possibly go after. Eric Gordon, man, I thought he was going to be like a really special player at one point in his career. And we do have Bismack Biyombo as like another big man option as well. So I don't really think I'm going to sign anybody unless it's like a minimum. Yeah, like I'll sign Andres Nocioni to a 1-year deal. I may end up releasing him. I don't think I'm going to use that trade option on Beasley. I mean, Russ may end up leaving the Thunder, so I don't know what's going on there. Rose might leave the Bulls. I just don't think anybody has cap space right now. So Russ goes to the Cavs on a 1-year, $10 million deal. I guess there's a cap space problem right now. That is insane. Jimmy Butler's up to an 82. We do see some regression, unfortunately, to some of these guys. Now, if I went to the transaction report and we went to free agency signings, where did Derrick Rose go? Don't tell me he signed with like the Lakers on a 1-year deal worth the minimum. Lamar Odom got picked up by the Suns. Whiteside got picked up by the Rockets. Where the hell is Derrick Rose? Danilo Gallinari got picked up by the Knicks. Derrick Rose, 1-year deal, $5 million with the Bulls. I guess we do have a cap space issue right now in this historic rebuild. All right, so we can re-sign Wayne Ellington. Not really going to do that right now, or Pekovic, or Johnny Flynn. Even Wesley Johnson we could re-sign, but we're not going to really touch that at the moment. All right, so looking here at our rotation, it's going to be Rubio at the 1, maybe Wayne Ellington at the 2. This is still a spot we need to upgrade. I kind of want to give Alec Burks more of a shot this year. So we'll go like 18 to Ellington. We're going to go 32 to Rubio. We'll do 32 to Jimmy, 35 to Love for the regular season. We're going to go about, I think, 30 to Kamen. We're going to do about 15 minutes to Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. I mean, we could try Biyombo as the backup 5 this year. I mean, he's somebody I'd like to get some more minutes to. Delfino is definitely going to play a ton. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, like Wesley might get like 15 minutes a night, something like that. I want to play Alec Burks a decent amount. I want to give him 10 minutes. Maybe Johnny Flynn doesn't really crack the rotation this year. I mean, we're still going to be without Ingles for a little bit. So maybe Burks gets 10, Flynn gets about 10, and we'll go about 13 to Pekovic. So we are going to go 12 deep to start off the year, which is kind of insane. That could definitely change throughout the year. Ingles will be out for 6 to 8 more months. Damn, that sucks. So yeah, we got offered Jimmy Butler for Mo Williams. Not going to say that or accept that. We won over 50 games last year. We'll see how things look this year. So I got offered Wesley Matthews and a first-round pick. Yeah, Wesley Matthews not off to a good start for Jimmy Butler. I mean, honestly, I think I'm going to update my untouchables. I'll say Jimmy's untouchable, Love's untouchable, and Rubio's untouchable. Like, you just had to be there for the Ricky Rubio hype. Like, there is a reason why he went as high as he did in the 2009 draft. Because at the time, too, like, international players took a hit when Darko really didn't work out in the 2003 draft. And, like, Rubio was him. Like, he was the prodigy playing in Spain. All right, so we are approaching the trade deadline, and we are not as good this year at the deadline as we were last year. But we are the 3 seed in the Western Conference, so that, I guess, is a positive for this season. But we have a 2.2 point differential, teams like Sacramento and OKC. So the reason why we are the 3 seed, we're at the top of our division. So if you look at the Northwest right now, like this is back when if you won your division, you were guaranteed a top 3 spot in your conference. Thunder, like the Thunder are a team we have to worry about. I know Russ isn't there anymore, but they could definitely beat us down the stretch. So I do wonder what I should do here. If we look at the team stats in the NBA and we look at our offensive rating, so Minnesota is about 14 in offensive rating. Defensive rating, pretty good. We're actually top 5 in defensive rating, which is encouraging this year. How is like Chris Kaman doing? Who I paid starter caliber money to. 13 and 8. Yeah, I'll take that from Chris Kaman. Kevin Love being as elite of a floor spacer as you can get, about 39.5% from 3. Jimmy taking a step here in year number 2, which is encouraging. And Ricky Rubio averaging a double-double. We love to see it. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist has actually been pretty solid as a rookie here. Delfino, man, talk about a step back. He's unfortunately regressed this season. Johnny Flynn has been a fine backup point guard. I think I'm going to get more minutes to Alec Burks in the second half, but like Wayne Ellington has struggled as well. And we're going to be without Ingles for maybe the rest of the season. Damn, that ACL injury, that's taken him a while to recover from. All right, so I'm going to offer Wayne Ellington, who's got, I think, a year left. Or no, this is his last year. And Delfino to the Magic for JJ Redick. And I'm also going to give them my lottery protected first this year to get like maybe that elite shooter that we can get in that starting lineup. So welcome to the team, JJ Redick. He isn't expiring. Oh no, he did get that extension, which I should have checked. And maybe that's why they were willing to part ways with him. But it descends over time. Well, it ascends, but descends after this year. But we're fine with that. It's tradable money as well. He's now going to be our starting shooting guard every single night. So like at its peak, Rubio and Redick worries me defensively, but you have Butler, Love, Kaman. Yeah, like we are a top 5 defensive team this year, or right around it, so I think we'll be okay down the stretch. And we are not gonna, we want to re-sign Pekovic. I mean, for the minimum on a 2-year deal, yes. and I have to make sure at league meetings this year to increase the salary cap. But unfortunately, Kevin Love suffers a strained groin. He's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. So LeBron James ends up winning MVP. Anthony Davis is your rookie of the year. Marcus Oliver is your 6th man of the year here. For the Knicks, 10th overall pick, I guess auto-generated guy in 2011. We're going to have AD win Depoy in his rookie season. Crazy. And then we got Nikola Vucevic, most improved in New Orleans, excuse me. He was drafted by them. Doug Collins, coach of the year in Philly. That didn't end up probably the way he wanted in the Sixers tenure, because this was the beginning of the trust the process Sixers. They trade Drew on the night of the 2013 draft and enter into a dark 4 or 5 year rebuild, but they ended up making it to the second round in 2019, right? All-NBA first team, you got Russ in Cleveland taking the mantle of LeBron there. You got AD on All-NBA first team as a rookie, and John Wall All-NBA first team as well. CP3, Wade, Blake, Iggy, and Howard on second team. Third team, you got Serge Ibaka, man, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, and DeMarcus Cousins. So no Kevin Love. Huh, okay. There's all defensive first team, all defensive second team. I actually got to make sure that Kevin Love met the game's threshold. We do get Michael Kidd-Gilchrist on all rookie second team. Good swingman defender for sure. So we ended up making the playoffs as the 5 seed. We did not win the division. The Thunder ended up winning 50 games. We go 43 and 39. So I think we won 55 last year. Is that correct? We won, let's see, 54 last year. So 11 games worse this year than last year, which is pretty unfortunate. We could see the stats here. I mean, Kevin Love ended up playing 75 games. How did he not make an All-NBA team? Hopefully, Jimmy Butler could take a playoff leap, become a playoff riser here. JJ Redick is banged up going into the playoffs, but we should be fine nonetheless. So to come up with the rotation here, they want to play Alec Burks. No, we are going to play JJ Redick. Burks can get like 17 minutes a night. Kidd-Gilchrist can get about 17 as well. We're going to go 30 to Kaman, 39 to Love, sure, 39 to Jimmy. Let's go 35 to Rubio, 28 to Redick. I don't really trust Bismack Biyombo here, so I'm going to go to Pekovic as the backup. Wesley can get about 13 as well. Pekovic is going to be the backup. He'll get about 18 minutes a night. So we are going to go a 9-man rotation. We'll go a little bit more to Burks and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. So no like true backup guard, because I'm not going to play Johnny Flynn. Here we are taking on the Warriors with the maybe Splash Bros of Ellis and Curry, David Lee, Kirilenko, Biedron's there. No Andrew Bogut or anything like that. We are going to get JJ Redick healthy for game 1, and we finally get our first playoff series victory. We are going to beat them by 20. Okay, Love, 33-23-5, which is insane, and that was my first initial reaction. And then I see Rubio had 25 assists. Are you kidding me? All right, game number 2, we are going to beat the Warriors again. We are up to Rubio, 29 and 15, showing he should have went above Steph Curry. He's averaging 20 and 20 through the first 2 games. Love also averaging a 20 and 20, and JJ had 28 points, showing that he's the best 3-point shooter in these games. And we're going to lose Jimmy Butler. Great. That is just wonderful. So I'm going to go with the Rook, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist in the starting 5. This is probably going to see an increase in minutes to Wesley Johnson and Alec Burks, who's not off to a great start shooting the ball. And we're going to definitely get Johnny Flynn in the rotation now. So we're going to probably go like 28 to Kidd-Gilchrist. God damn it. Why do you have to get hurt? We'll go about 13 to Flynn. We'll do a little bit more to Burks and Johnson. There. Game number 3. We lose without Jimmy by 1. Kevin Love had 30 effing rebounds. He's averaging 24 rebounds in 3 games. How many assists did Rubio have? He only had 7. What a bum. Game number 4. We are going to win this one without Jimmy Butler, 124-115. Love had 8 rebounds. Rubio had 10 assists. Game number 5, we are going to lose this one, 115-101. What is Jimmy's timetable to return? He's still day-to-day. Game 6, we're going to lose this one by 11. Love at 28 and 21. But, oh man, we win this series if Butler's healthy. Is he good to go for this game? Let's see. Kidd-Gilchrist is fine. Jimmy's back. Thank God. All right, here we go. Game 7, Minnesota versus Golden State. Kevin Love was almost traded for Klay Thompson. They do have their ties. We scored 40 points in the first quarter with Jimmy. With Jimmy back. We're up by 2, down by 2 in the third, up by 8 in the fourth, up by 8. Just hold on. Up by 4, and we're down by 1 with 84 seconds to go. All right, so let's see how this looks. We do have Jimmy in. We do have Kevin Love in, who's guarded by David Lee. Kevin Love's got 32 and 16. They're not going to send the double. Okay. Oh, don't get it 3 seconds. Love with the left hand. Misses it. Ellis is going to hit that jumper in transition, and they are now up by 3 with about a minute to go. Unfortunately, JJ Redick is not on the floor right now. Let's see. Kaman and Love, good screen setters for Wesley Johnson. Wesley, please knock down that 3. Bang! Wesley Johnson has 4 points now, but that was the massive bucket there Who's guarding David Williams? Okay, Rubio guarding Curry. Don't love this for me. Kamen, just help me out. Kamen, help me out. Well, there goes Kamen. Kamen, you don't have to guard him on the perimeter. Rubio with the block. Let's go. Up to Jimmy Buckets. I see you, Love, in the corner. Kevin Love for three. Please. No, he misses it. Oh, Kevin. Kevin. Brutal, man. All right, 30 seconds left. Okay, Kirilenko. No, Jimmy, close out. Yes, let's go. Get the rebound. Kamen, what a rebound. Up to Wesley Johnson. All right, hold on to the ball. We could take the final shot. Do we go to Jimmy? I feel like we go to Jimmy here. Jimmy and Love maybe pick and roll. I kind of like. Oh, baby. Here we go. This is to send us to round number 2 and get us our first playoff series in a while. Jimmy's going to get the screen. Jimmy's going to kick it out to Love. Love, wide open three. This time, he misses it again. Oh, my God. Kevin Love had 2 wide open threes to win this game, and he misses both of them. Well, this is just great. This is just great. All right. They got Steph Curry coming over a screen here, and if he hits that, I will cry. We're going to overtime. All right, please just win this game in OT. Please win this game in OT. Oh my God, we're going back and forth. We're up by 3. We're up by 3. Come on, win this game. We're up by 2 with 51 seconds left. This is just round 1, folks. This is just round 1. Thankfully, we do have the ball. Let's be smart here. Let's see if we can get Kevin Love involved in an action. He's going to come over a drag screen. Come on, set the screen, Kamen. Set the screen. Kamen, set the goddamn screen. All right, Love. Kick that out to Jimmy. Jimmy, 6 seconds on the clock. Can he get by Kirilenko, who's a fantastic defender? Spin move inside. He throws it down. We're up by 2. Curry kicks it over to Beatrice. Oh, no, Rubio falls down. I don't know why I jumped there. Beatrice is not a great... okay, they are going to foul JJ Redick, which is great for us. That possession was a mess. I thought Rubio got hurt. Redick, this is who you want at the free throw line. Knocks down the first free throw. Gives us a 3-point lead. JJ Redick, 2 of 2, bang. We're up by 4. All right, just keep the ball out of Steph's hands. I do not want him taking a 3. Came in on the floor. Rubio guarding Ellis. I mean, he can get it too, but oh my God, Jason Richardson for 3. He's going to miss that, and that should do it, folks. We should win in overtime here. As long as Rubio makes the first, bang. And we are going to be taking on the Rockets or the Clippers. It is going to be the Clippers. They won Game 7 by 1 after a Blake Griffin 50-piece. Good Lord. All right, so we're taking on the Clippers in round number 2. A team that beat us last time around. We're going to lose the first 2 games, which is fine. Okay. Jesus, man. Jesus, we can't beat the Clippers. We lose game 1, 129-107, which is brutal. Love at 21 rebounds. We lose game 2 by 2, and we're going to lose game 3 by 24. All right, just put me out of my misery. We get swept by the Clippers. The Clippers are going to go to the conference finals. They're our kryptonite right now. They're our kryptonite. Love 25 and 15. Jimmy had 18 and 4.5. And let's see what happens here in the conference finals. Thunder and Clippers versus the Heatles and the Bulls. Are the Heatles finally going to go to the finals? Yes, they will. Blake Griffin is like a top 5 player in the NBA. What a playoff run here in 2013, which ended up being the Spurs and the Heat. This time it's the Clippers and the Heat, and the Heat get it done. LeBron James technically gets his first ring because they didn't win it in 2010. They didn't win it in 2011, which was our first year. They didn't win it in 12, but they do get it done in 2013. All right, so what's going on, guys? Hopefully you can see my face cam now. We are here in the 2013 offseason. We're going to see Brian Scalabrine retire, Andre Miller retire. Any notable head coaches? Frank Vogel retires. We are going to have an incremental luxury tax. We're going to see the Hornets become the Pelicans, and the Suns are going to change their logo as well. And here we are with the 2013 draft lottery. Obviously, this draft is headlined by Giannis Antetokounmpo, CJ McCollum, and those guys. Now, we do have Memphis's pick there at number 11. I forget if there's a protection on that one, and there is. It might have been lottery protected because it is going to go to Memphis there as the 11th overall pick. The Magic do own my pick there at number 21. And the Pelicans win maybe the Giannis sweepstakes, Bobcats at 2, and the Raptors at 3. We're going to keep Mike D'Antoni as our head coach. So we do not own a first-round pick in this draft, but that means we will own Memphis's unprotected next year, our first-rounder, and the Knicks' first-rounder in 2014, which is definitely a better draft class than 2013 for sure. Now, what do we think about this team? I mean, we have this core, like, they're going to be locked up, but, like, 24-year-old Love, 23 Butler, 23 Rubio. We love that. Do I trade away JJ Redick? I don't think I need to right now. I still like Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. He's 19. Biombo's 20. Like, we're still a fairly young team. And we are going to be shipping off Wesley Johnson, the former 4th overall pick, to the Atlanta Hawks, who's had a good career so far. I just don't think I'm going to extend him in a year from now. And we're going to send him to Atlanta for their 2015 top 3 protected first. So now we're going to have 2 first-rounders in the 2015 draft. And like with the emergence of maybe like Alec Burks into the fold, we'll have Ingles back fully healthy. I just felt like I didn't really need, what's his name, Wesley Johnson. Now I could move like my first rounder next year, which I think will be good to potentially get like I don't know, a rookie in this class, which I wouldn't hate. So let's see if we offered like this pick for 10. They're going to say no. I just wonder what's like the best pick I could get. Like, could I get this Rockets pick at 15? They would want my first rounder in 2015 and we'll swap. You know what? I'm confident about our roster. I'm not too confident about their roster. I will do this trade with you, Charlotte. So we don't own direction of our first, but I believe with Rubio, Butler, Kevin Love, and whatever's coming, we won't be bad. Hopefully. So CJ McCollum goes number 1. All right. Well, okay. The Bobcats are trading the pick. You had a chance to take Giannis. I can't help you there. They trade for Rondo and Kevin Garnett. No idea if that's going to help them. And Giannis is a buck. And he's listed as 7 foot. Okay. Well, that's kind of crazy. At least he's in the Eastern Conference. I don't know what you're doing, Charlotte. And we are on the clock here at 15. We are going to get plenty of trade offers from this pick. I mean, a younger JaVale McGee. It's actually a really good offer. JaVale McGee's a damn good center. Man, that's tough. How old is McGee? Well, he's 25. He's under contract for the next 2 years. I don't hate that deal at all, actually. Oh, man, you're going to make me think about that. Wilson Chandler's a good scoring forward as well. I thought I was going to take somebody, but, I mean, I'll go back to you, Washington. Let me just see who's available. Like, I could get Nerlens Noel, who's a little bit cheaper. We could get Seth Curry. Like, there's not a lot of great options available. Like, I'd probably go Nerlens Noel, who was a top 10 pick, and I keep Chris Kaman as a... Well, I could decline the team option on Chris Kaman. All right, I'm going to take Nerlens Noel, though, here out of Kentucky. I think I could still trade for JaVale McGee, but we'll see going forward. So, Dennis Schroeder ended up on Boston. Wow, Boston ended up with Giannis and Dennis Schroeder. Maybe 2 eventual Hall of Famers. We'll see if Schroeder gets in. We're going to pick up the team option on Butler. I think I'm going to decline it on Kaman, see if I can get him cheaper in free agency, pick it up on Biyombo and Burks. We're going to give Joe Ingles the qualifying offer. Hopefully the ACL doesn't kind of hurt his career too much. We actually, okay, this is the salary cap rising in the summer of 2013. We have cap space, and I could sign like Derrick Rose. That's kind of insane. So, oh man, what do I do? What do I do? Is there a good center? Dwight Howard's available. The Rockets and Magic gave him a deal. All right, I will offer Dwight a deal. I don't know if he's going to choose us over those other teams, but I will offer him a contract. We could pivot to Andrew Bynum, who won a finals MVP and is probably an upgrade over Chris Kaman. There's Paul Millsap, Serge Ibaka, who's been an absolute stud. I mean, he can also... Oh, no, he's not a three-point shooter here. I mean, him and Love sound interesting. I don't know if OKC would match that. James Harden, though, is a free agent. I will offer James Harden a deal. Now, this I expect for them to match, but I will offer him that. I also like Eric Gordon. Like, that would be an upgrade for sure over JJ Redick. And yeah, obviously I could sign Derrick Rose, which would be incredible, and it would be silly, but I don't think I'm going to take like that way out, but I will get James Harden if I can. I don't know if he's going to take our deal. It doesn't look like it. Harden probably not going to take our deal either. So you know what? I'm going to pivot to Eric Gordon. And while nobody's offering Eric Gordon a deal, I want to see if I can get him on a front-loaded contract and a team option on the last year. Like really give him a solid deal for us, basically. And we get Eric Gordon on that. So we are going to renounce the rights on Johnny Flynn. We're going to renounce the rights on Mozgov. Not Ingles. Kaman, yes. Actually, Kaman, no. Mozgov, yes. Flynn, yes. Nocioni, yes as well. So welcome back, or welcome Eric Gordon. Dwight Howard is going to go to the Rockets, and the Thunder match the deal anyway. We'll see who ends up signing here. But yeah, Harden does go to Houston like he eventually did in real life when he hit free agency. And then, of course, Dwight Howard has entered free agency again. So I don't know. Talks fell through. So maybe he's just going to end up going back to the Orlando Magic. So we could go after... Actually, Chris Kaman, did he sign with the team? Bynum ended up signing with the Lakers about $9 million a year. Yeah, Kaman got picked up by the Lakers as well for $1.58 million. That's a really good deal for them. So we could see Hassan Whiteside maybe. Greg Oden. I don't mind Hassan Whiteside. Could we get Hassan on a 2-year deal? I would like to figure things out with Joe Ingles first, but let's see. Can I sign both these guys, please? Bang, there we go. So Whiteside is going to be our center next year with Nerlens Noel and Pekovic. We're going to have Love and Biyombo, Butler, Kid Gilchrist, Ingles, Gordon, Redick, and Burks, and then we got Rubio, and we'll sign one more point guard. Jeremy Lin is here. Can I get Jeremy Lin on a 2-year deal? I don't know if I could. That'd be sweet. Bang, there we go. And Derrick Rose is now a member of the LA Clippers. Russ re-ups with Cleveland. Curry re-ups with the Warriors. DeRozan re-ups with the Raptors. Evans gets a massive deal from the Kings. All right, so player progression. Jimmy up to an 86. Gordon 86. Whiteside 81. Rubio does not go up. Scares me a little bit there. Love doesn't go up either. He's at an 88. We're going into the 2014 season. Hey, whenever Kevin Love is extension eligible, we're going to re-sign him. We do want to win a title with him here in Minnesota. If I was like not good at this point, maybe I would think about tearing it down, trading Love. But now we're in it right now. We want to be aggressive with Love. We're going to have Rubio, Gordon, Butler, Love, Whiteside as our starting 5. Redick's going to come off the bench. I think we're going to go Biyombo as the backup center this year. Kid Gilchrist off the bench. Jeremy Lin's going to play a decent amount this year, about 14 minutes a night. And then out of all these guys, I think I still would like to see, we had to sign Baron Davis. I'd like to see Joe Ingles involved. I mean, let's see what Biyombo can do. If Biyombo doesn't perform well, then Noel could take his spot, and Pekovic could be a trade candidate this year for sure. System proficiency is going to be 3-star perimeter-centric under Mike D'Antoni. Let's see how the season starts. We are going to lose to the Thunder. We're going to get offered a first round of Greg Monroe for Noel. Not going to do that. We're going to beat the Lakers, and we're going to beat the Nuggets. And hopefully this can be like a Jimmy offensive leap season. All right, it's Alec Burks time in the rotation. JJ Redick unfortunately breaks his leg, so he's going to be out maybe like 2 to 3 months. So we're going to get Alec Burks in the rotation now. Quick check-in on Biyombo. He's actually been a good backup center this year, so maybe we're going to roll with him going forward. Whiteside's been a fine starter. We are 12-4 to start off the year. Well, that's how Nerlens Noel is going to get in the rotation. Bismack Biyombo breaks his kneecap, so he's going to be out for a decent amount of time. So, yeah, we're going to get our first look at Nerlens Noel this season. JJ Redick recently came back. We are 38-8 here at the deadline. Oh, my God. The addition of Eric Gordon has been massive. 4.7 assists a night as well. Ricky Rubio is averaging 13.5, 8.5, 50, 40, 89 splits. He's now reaching that Steve Nash comp, like the potential he had coming out of the 2009 NBA draft. Jimmy, maybe not taking that scoring leap, but hey, I'll take 41% from 3, 4.4 assists, 1.6 steals. Kevin Love still a monster down low for us, and Whiteside's averaging about 8 and 11. JJ Redick shooting 43% from 3. We're going to see what Noel can do. Kid Gilchrist can't shoot, but he's a good swingman. Jeremy Lin has been fine. I still like Joe Ingles a ton. And then we have like Alec Burks in the wings. We have Pekovic in the wings in case anybody gets hurt. I don't think I'm going to make any trades this year. I don't think we have anybody to re-sign. Maybe Pekovic. But he's under contract for 2 more years. And Derrick Rose, who signed with the Clippers, wins MVP. 27-12 on 58, 41, 84 splits. Incredible. MCW, like he did in real life, wins Rookie of the Year. Here for the Bucks, who we eventually played with. Ty Lawson, 6th man of the year in San Antonio. Dwight Howard, who returned to Orlando. Maybe a little bit of like a DeAndre Jordan situation in free agency. He wins DPOY. Carl Moncrief, I think an auto-generated player from Richmond. Shout out the Spiders, most improved. And the Clippers went 67-15. I think they lost to the Heat in the finals last year with Blake. Oh, man, how did we let this happen? Because Blake was so good, and now he's paired with Derrick Rose, who just won MVP. LeBron, Russ, and Dwight, all on All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team, you do have Kevin Love on the squad. Here's All-NBA third team with KD, Wade, some others. All defensive first team. It looks like Ibaka signed with the Pacers. What? That? They have Melo, Paul George, Ibaka. That's insane. I wonder if they still have Danny Granger as well. We're not going to have any all-defensive guys. And no Nerlens Noel on an all-rookie team. We do finish as the 2 seed. Wow, we were, 38-8? So then we ended up going 28-8 to end the year. Yeah, 28-8, and then go 67-15. We did have a better point differential, but it does feel like we are on a collision course with the Clippers. We'll see, though. We could definitely lose to Kevin Durant and the Thunder in round number 1. We were still without Bismack Biyombo. He's most likely going to be out for the playoffs, unless Nerlens Noel just, like, flat out sucks. Then I won't change it. So Lin kind of struggled down the stretch. He's going to get like 10 minutes a night. We're going to go 13 to Ingles. We're going to go like 13 to Noel. We'll do 20 to Redick, 20 to Kid Gilchrist. Let's go 37 Love, 37 Jimmy, and let's go a little bit more to Rubio. Gordon probably should play more as well, but we'll see how the series goes. We're taking on the Thunder with no Russ anymore, no Ibaka anymore. It's led by Harden and Kevin Durant here in an alternate universe. We blow them out in game number 1. Gordon has 33 points in 28 minutes. Rubio had 29 and 10. Love 27 and 21. What am I kidding? I'm going to play Redick and Kid Gilchrist about 17 apiece. And then we're going to go 35 to Gordon, 33 to Rubio. Game number 2, we're going to win this one. 141 to 95, 33 for Gordon, 32 and 17 for Love. Game number 3 goes to Minnesota. We win by 8. Love, 28 and 13, 15 assists for Rubio. Do not blow a 3-0 lead, and we actually sweep them. I mean, the Thunder have taken hits over the years with guys leaving. And we're going on to round number 2 to take on the Houston Rockets, who almost signed Dwight. They drafted Draymond. Draymond and Gerald Wallace, sick defensive duo. Kyle Lowry never left for the Toronto Raptors. They acquired Monte Ellis. They have Tony Roden, Washington legend. And looking here at the playoff stats, oh man, Eric Gordon, 29 points in round number 1, and this man's making $11 million. Sacramento, please beat the Clippers for us. The Pacers are the 1 seed over here with an unreal lineup, and Danny Granger is the 6th man going up against Russ and the Cavs. And then you have Washington in the mix now. No Bradley Beal, but Drummond and John Wall. And you have the Sixers still in the mix with not a great team. Game 1 goes to Minnesota by 10. We have yet to lose in the playoffs so far. Let's see if that trend can continue. Nope, we lose game number 2 by 3. I do wonder if I want to make any adjustments to this team. Now, Rubio and Love fouled out in this game, and we lost by 3. Love, how about we don't foul out? We do win game number 3. Gordon with 27, Butler with 25. Okay, what a Whiteside game. Does not hit a single shot, but knocks down 14 rebounds, 3 blocks. Knocks down rebounds? That's not really a term. Biombo, day-to-day, but we're not going to rush him back. We do win game number 4 by 24. Like, how has Nerlens Noel looked in the playoffs? He's been fine. Like, I'll take that. I do wonder if I'm going to trim the rotation, but man, Joe Ingles is just a flat-out bucket. And can we win in 5? Nope, they win by 1. So they have won by 3 and by 1. But we are going to win game 6, 117-112. Jimmy drops 26. Can we get the upset here from Sacramento? Nope, we're on that collision course with LA. And then you have the 1 and the 2 seed on each side. You got Washington versus Indiana right there. Jimmy had 22.7 points. I do think I'm going to trim down the rotation a little bit here for the conference finals. Do I remove Jeremy Lin? Do I remove Michael Kidd-Gilchrist? No. Do I remove Redick? Probably not. Ingles? Probably not either. So I'm going to remove Jeremy Lin from the rotation. We're going to go about 36 to Rubio, 38 to Gordon, 38 to Butler, 38 to Love, and we'll go 30 to Whiteside. As much as I like Jeremy Lin, we do have to trim down the rotation. Damn, we lost in overtime. This is a cinema of a series, but we lose game 1. Rubio had 14 assists. Whiteside had 21 rebounds. Game 2, damn it, man. The Clippers have owned us in this video. It's crazy. And I hate that they added Derrick Rose. Game 3, damn it, man. We can't. Oh, we had to win that game 1 in overtime. All right, just sweep me, I guess. So we go 8-2 to start things off. Hey, we don't get swept. We beat them by 26 here. Game 6. We are going to get eliminated, or game 5, sorry. We lose in overtime. Damn. So we lost 2 games in overtime. Game 5, Rubio and Love had master classes in this one, and we lost game 1 in overtime. So the Clippers are in the finals. They lost last year. I mean, the Pacers are a damn good team. I think they won 60 games this year. They ended up going, they ended up going 16-22. Hell of a season. And let's see who wins the NBA Finals. The Clippers win in 5. Derrick Rose and Blake Griffin is somehow better than Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, because Derrick Rose never tore his ACLs here. So we do lose Baron Davis, who we had to sign on the veteran minimum. A lot of notable names end up retiring this time around. George Karl and Phil Jackson end up retiring as well. We have a bunch of new rule changes, team branding changes as well this offseason. And draft lottery time. Guess who has the 5th overall pick from the Memphis Grizzlies? Well, I'm glad I did not trade that pick. So we have 5 and we have 10. 2 lottery picks there from the Knicks. Did I get the Bobcats pick here? No, I think I get it next year. And I gave Charlotte, or the Hornets pick, I gave them the 29th overall pick, which I'm fine with. So the mock drafts currently have us taking potentially Elfrid Payton. I don't know about that. Elfrid Payton and Maxi Kleber, we'll see. I mean, Embiid or Jokic is where we could maybe trade up for. I may trade up for one of them. We'll see. I don't know if Wiggins is going to go 1 or 2. Okay, it actually said don't draft Embiid. He's got the foot injury, which was a thing coming out of Kansas. Does Jokic go 1? Do the Bucks take Jokic? They do. Okay. Jokic and Love would have been sweet. Does Embiid go 2? No, it's Exum. Could we maybe trade up with Boston here to take Joel Embiid, which is risky because of the foot injury, but if I give you 5, I don't know if I have any other players I would throw in. I would like to keep Ingles. Like Nerlens Noel, probably. 5 and Noel to move up to 3. They agree to that. I'm going against my medicals here. I could take Wiggins, which would be pretty sick, but we don't really need Wiggins. We're going to take Joel Embiid here out of Kansas, a major risk because of the foot issues. And I'm going to snag the combo guard or point guard, shooting guard coming out of Oklahoma State, Marcus Smart, who eventually won a depoy. And Boston at 5 ends up with Andrew Wiggins, so that's a hell of a trade for them. That is very smart. I do wish I got Jokic, but I'm fine with Joel Embiid. We have Marcus Smart there as well. We're going to bring back Whiteside. I think he's going to start for us. We have Kidd-Gilchrist, Biombo. I'll bring back Lynn, bring back Alec Burks. I didn't really expect to have cap space as Carmelo Anthony may be leaving the Indiana Pacers. Hopefully people leave the LA Clippers. Chris Paul may end up with Dwight. Would be pretty sick. Did they ever play with each other? They definitely didn't play with each other. No, I don't think they've ever crossed paths, but I could be wrong. Melo might go to the Lakers. We'll see. He doesn't have like a real offer yet. Paul George is restricted. I think he'll be going back. Cousins should be going back as well. I mean, do I have cap space? I don't know if like the cap is exploding at all. I don't really think I'm going to sign any of these guys, to be honest with you. So let's kind of go past here in free agency. Let's see if any of the top guys end up switching teams. Yeah, Melo goes back to the Denver Nuggets. He said, I miss you guys so much. I'm going back there. So we are going to see some regression to Eric Gordon. Not sure why. Maybe he's unhappy with his role. Ricky Rubio regressing as well. I'm not sure if that's like the suspension, like weird thing that you have to start off with since he didn't come overseas for a couple years. All right, and then any contract extensions I want to get done before the season starts. Let's lock up Jimmy. Not have to think twice about it. Biombo, Redick, we don't really have to worry about right now. Same with Burks and Pekovic. All right, so let's see what the 2015 roster is going to look like. Gordon, Rubio, Butler, Love, and Embiid. No, I think we're going to start Whiteside for sure. Embiid coming off the bench. Redick coming off the bench, I think, over Alec Burks. We got Kid Gilchrist in there as well. I don't think I'm going to play Biombo then. I think we will get Ingles with the last spot in the rotation, but we have some really good depth in case anybody gets hurt. So I'm going to go 36 to Love, 36 to Jimmy. I want to go 35 to Gordon, and let's go 33 to Ricky Rubio. Let's try to get as many minutes as possible for this starting five. And yeah, my medicals told me do not draft him or beware of some injury concerns. Embiid, lower leg stress fracture. He's going to be out for a few months. He was off to a good start this year. Luckily for us, we had Pekovic, we had Biombo. I can withstand an Embiid injury. All right, another good record at the deadline. We are 36-17, but the Clippers are 41-11. We do have a better point differential than them. We have a better defense than them, but they have a much better offense than us right now. Jimmy Butler is dropping 20 a night. Love is dropping 22 a night. Eric Gordon playing more this year has been unreal for us. I mean, I don't know. I could trade Ricky Rubio, but Ricky Rubio's been really good and really productive for this team. Like, I really think Embiid's going to be a beast for us when he comes back. I don't think I'm going to make any trades right now. I don't know if there's anybody that I really want to re-sign. I mean, JJ Redick's been rock solid for us over the last 2.5 years. So, yeah, no trades are going to be made. Hopefully, this is a little bit different against LA in the playoffs. Maybe they get bounced early. Maybe we get the 1 seed. And we do get Embiid back shortly after the All-Star break. Hopefully, he could stay healthy this year and we could see what he could do down the stretch. But if he gets hurt again in the next few games, then we have an issue on our hands. We can't have nice things. Kevin Love tears his Achilles here in the middle of March, and he is done for the year. That is our best player that's going to be out for probably the next calendar year. That just sucks, man. I don't really know what to do here. We play him so much. I don't really have an answer for this. I may put Jimmy to the 4. I may put Kid Gilchrist at the 4. Yeah, that derails our finals champs or our hopes. We're screwed. So we're gonna go like 22 to Ingles. We're gonna probably just go like 27 to Kid Gilchrist. Man, that sucks so much, man, so much. We're gonna go like 14 to Biombo, and I'll get like Jeremy Lin in there about 8 minutes a night. I don't know, man. Like, we're not beating the Clippers without Kevin Love. I mean, we're still gonna win close to 60 games, which is incredible. We're gonna finish the season 57-25. Derrick Rose wins MVP. Nikola Jokic, Rookie of the Year, the #1 pick. Tomas Phillips, an auto-generated player from the 2012 draft class, maybe. Sixth Man of the Year for the Pacers. AD wins D-Boy. This man is a superstar in Denver. Phillips wins Most Improved. Newman gets Coach of the Year again. Derrick Rose, All-NBA First Team. Dwight Howard with AD, LeBron, and John Wall First Team. Second Team, you do have Rajon Rondo in Charlotte. All right, I think we own their pick, so we'll see if he brought them to the playoffs. Al Horford makes it in Atlanta, and Kawhi Leonard in Phoenix. He was the #1 pick in 2011. Russ tore his meniscus. He's out for the year, I think around the time where he got hurt in real life by Pat Bev. We got no Minnesota Timberwolves, I guess, because Kevin Love unfortunately got hurt. Hassan Whiteside, top 10 defender in the sport. We will definitely take that. Do we get Embiid on an all-rookie team? We do. All-rookie second team. So we were still good enough to finish as the 2 seed. It's definitely bittersweet. The Rockets won the Southwest, and they go 42-40. Yeah, you can see why they got rid of that. The Clippers ended the season on a 15-game winning streak. They go 64-18. It's the team to beat right now, man. They are incredible. So we are going to have to win without Jimmy Butler, or excuse me, without Kevin Love. I don't know what I'm saying. He ends up playing 69 games. Still, I guess, wasn't good enough to end up on an All-NBA team. We'll see how far this team can go. We're going to have Kid Gilchrist play like 24 minutes tonight. We'll go 30 to Whiteside. We're going to go a little bit more to Joe Ingles. Embiid can get like 20 minutes a night, sure. I don't think I'm going to play Biombo. I just feel like it's redundant, so we'll get Jeremy Lin some minutes. He'll get about 10 minutes a night. We're going to go a lot to these guys. We'll go 37 to Gordon, Butler, and Rubio. I'll actually go 39 to Butler. In the 3 remaining minutes, we will give to JJ Redick. I do want to see Jimmy Butler's shot tendency. Yeah, like, we can up this for sure into like the 90s for the playoff run. Like, we need a playoff Jimmy from him, but we'll see what we can get. We're taking on Phoenix in round 1, so we do have to take on the Claw, Goran Dragic, KCP, TJ Warren, Greg Monroe, Jeremy Lamb, Jordan Crawford, Gustavo Leon, you remember him, Avery Bradley, Robin Lopez down there. They might be injured. We do win game 1 by 8. Eric Gordon drops 27. Game 2, we lose this one. Ingles dropped 28. Dude, Joe Ingles has been a bucket, but we lost by 24. We do go up 2-1. We beat them by 35 points. That's impressive. Jimmy had 35, knocked down 11 free throws. We go up 3-1. 147, 125. Gordon with 35. Butler with 35. Gordon with 29. Rubio and Ingles combined for 28 assists. Shout out to Ingles getting 11 assists, and Whiteside had 20 rebounds. And we win in 5. All right, we won by 2 here. Evenly distributed in this game. And we're going to be taking on the Lakers here in round number 2. The Clippers beat them in 6. They're taking on Sacramento again. Lakers, haven't talked about them a lot since they won their title, but they still got Kobe and Andrew Bynum in round number 1. Jimmy, 24.5 a night. Eric Gordon, 25 a night. We'll see how far this duo can take us. Can they beat Kobe and the Lakers? We do beat them by 17. Hey, the Gordon-Butler duo is really good. We do win by 2 here. JJ Redick had 25 points in 20 minutes. We win game 2. We won by 6, Game 3. All right. Even without Kevin Love, we are 1 game away from the conference finals. 18 rebounds for Whiteside in that one. And we actually just swept the Lakers. We won by 6. Sacramento's up 2-1. You want to do us a favor? 2-2. 3-2 Clippers. And how did Rubio get hurt? He wasn't even playing. What? Maybe I don't get the notification till, I don't know, the round ends, but that's weird. So the Clippers ended up winning 3 unanswered. And now we got to take on them without Kevin Love. Now, do the Clippers have any injuries? Are you without Derrick Rose? Nope. Alfred Camino has a bad, or he's got food poisoning. He's got a bad stomach. They did lose Chandler Parsons for the year with an Achilles injury. And then over here, Washington and Philly, 1 versus 2 seed again. Did not mean to simulate the round. Game 1, we lose. I think we're on 1 win watch here. Are we going to get 1 win in this series? Hey, we won game 2. Ewing theory? Are we better without Kevin Love? Holy shit. We're up 2-1. No way. Game 3, or game 4, we lose this one by 18. Derrick Rose at 52. Okay. These two combined for 84. Game 5, we're up 3-2. Oh my God. Okay. This is crazy. We're up 3-2. We just won by 14. Butler at 22. Can we win game 6? No, we lose this one. You're going to make me blow a 3-2 lead? Who the hell is S.O.? Who is this guy? Sean O? 56 for Griffin. What the fuck? Man, that's insane. Can Kid Gilchrist not hold his own? All right, let's see if we can win on the road in game 7. It's not going to be easy. I doubt we win this game. We're up by 11. They're really going to make me have heartbreak here. We're up by 16. I know we're losing this game. Wow, we're in the NBA Finals. Oh my God. Wow. Kevin Love tears his Achilles in Ewing theory. Rubio drops 30. Are we better without Kevin Love? Did Derrick Rose get hurt in this series or something? Game 7, Derrick Rose did not play. Okay, well, that's noticeable. Derrick Rose plays game 1, plays game 2, plays game 3 and 4. He had 52. Plays game 5. He got hurt in game 5. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we lose Love. They lose Rose. And yeah, Gordon drops 22. We're taking on the Wizards here. John Wall is like one of the best players in the NBA. They have JaVale McGee. Drummond is pulling in like 10 rebounds a night. They have Gordon Hayward as well from that 2010 draft class. They just signed him. Minnesota versus Washington. Come on, you got here. You beat the Clippers. Don't lose here. Game 1, we lose. Game 2, we win. Okay, we won by 2. Gordon with 36. 15 assists for Rubio. 14 rebounds for Whiteside. We go down 2-1. Nick Young had 27. F off, man. Oh my God, we're down 3-1. I guess our magic is over. But you beat the Clippers. Like, you beat the best team in the NBA to lose to the Wizards. Nice fourth quarter there. Oh my God, we actually came back down 3-1. All right, game 7, folks. I don't even know what to do here. I don't think I'm playing Jeremy Lin for game 7. We're going 8-man rotation. I don't care. How's Embiid been in the playoffs? Whatever, he's been fine. Let's go 41 to Jimmy. Let's go 33 to Whiteside. Let's go 41 to Gordon, 38 to Rubio. They want me to play Rubio like 14 minutes a night. I don't know why. Let's see if we could win game 7 at home. First quarter was fine. We're tied. We're up by 1. It's going to be back and forth a lot. I like that second quarter. We're up by 10. Third quarter, not as kind to us. We're up by 4, but I feel like they're going to take the lead. There they go. We're back and forth now. Oh my God. Okay, we're up by 4 with 2 minutes to go. And I'm going to hop in. I'm going to play this one. Let's see what we got. Eric Gordon is out there. He's got 23 in this one. Let's kick the ball to Jimmy. Okay, I don't know. Why does nobody bite on pump fakes in 2K26? It's kind of crazy. I don't know why I'm getting a screen here. I did not want to call for that, actually. Can we hit Jimmy in the corner? Now I want this corner screen. This is actually a pretty lethal pick and pop spot on the floor. Jimmy, finish with the right hand. He's too elusive, man. Jimmy gets that to go. 6-point game. All right, so Biyombo's in at the 4. I mean, they do have Andre Blatch out there. That's fine with me. I mean, Biyombo and Whiteside is hilarious spacing, but it's game 7. We do want defense out there. John Wall, we're fine. Okay, they're going to get down low to Blatch. Biyombo, that's why we have him out there with the rim protection. Kick it up to Jimmy. We don't need to force anything. Eric Gordon. Oh, I had Whiteside down low. Get it to Whiteside. He's got John Wall. Kick it out to Jimmy. What? No, is that offensive 3 seconds? I guess Jimmy missed it anyway. Damn, that was a fumbled of a possession because I think we could have easily got points. And I don't know if that would have been the dagger, but Whiteside offensive 3 seconds, unfortunately. So yeah, do not worry about Drummond out there. I know Rubio, it's tough to guard John Wall. Whiteside comes over. Weak side help. Let's go. Jimmy, get down the lane. What the f was that? Oh my God, that was disgusting. I thought I was going to get some like contact layup animation. Instead, I got some half-ass dollar store Kareem hook shot. All right, Eric Gordon, not a bad defender. He's got the John Wall assignment right now. And yeah, Wall's going to get around me with ease. It's tough when Wall's on an island out there. They're not going to foul, which they shouldn't. Could we try to get a dagger? I don't know. Ooh, Eric Gordon, low-key, I think could cook this here. Let's see what we got. We're going to get the screen from Biyombo. Gordon, I kind of wanted to pull up. Oh my God, I have him on my backside. Kick that out to Jimmy. Gordon, you're going to have to get out of there. Okay, they're going to foul. What? Maybe they wanted to foul when it was in Jimmy's hands. Well, that's going to reset the clock to 14. I think that was really stupid. Okay. Kick it to Gordon. Wide open 3. That's the shot. That's the shot we needed. And he hits it. Yes, Eric Gordon. They doubled, and we are up by 7. I thought he was going to miss that after, like, rattled in and out. No fouls. We're playing down low here with Whiteside. Go over. Go over. Wall's not like a guy that's going to shoot. Whiteside, get down here. Help. Yes. And John Wall throws it away. Is that our ball? Is that our ball? Is that our ball? Tell me whose ball that is. I think it's their ball still. All right, so let's see what we can do. Gordon guarding John Wall. 6 seconds. Wall's going to pull up. He's going to miss that. Biyombo gets the rebound. Ricky Rubio is going to hold on to it. They're not going to foul, I don't think, or they're going to double team. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the 2015 NBA Finals. The Ewing theory is in full effect. Kevin Love tears his Achilles in March. This team finally beats the Clippers, and they're going to come back down 3-1. I feel like that also went unnoticed too. They were up 3-1, the Wizards, and this team just had heart, grit, determination, and maybe we were destined to win. Minnesota wins a professional championship. And yeah, Ricky Rubio holds the title. I don't know who's going to get Finals MVP. It's going to be Eric Gordon or Jimmy Butler, I assume. And I guess we're going to find out here from the next cutscene. Jimmy freaking buckets. I got offered, right, to trade up for Jimmy Butler, and I'm so glad I did. It's got to be a funny sight, though, for Timberwolves fans because it did not end well with Tibbs and Jimmy Butler there in Minnesota in that the start of the 2019 season when they traded him for, like, Rocco, Saric, and some seconds. And Minnesota wins it all. Jimmy Butler is your Finals MVP. I want to do one more year. I want to see if we can get a ring with Kevin Love here. So this will be the final season coming up. I don't know what changes I'll make. Tim Duncan and Steve Nash end up retiring. Both get their jerseys retired by the team you would expect. Ton of new branding here. And yeah, the division winner, like, no longer automatically gets a spot in the playoffs. Yeah, like the 42-40 Rockets, it ain't happening. Oh, Atlanta's picked there at number 8. I should know this. Wesley Johnson, right? Don't go in the top 3. I think it's top 3 protected. We are going to have the 9th overall pick after winning it all. The Lakers are going to have our pick at 29. I thought we were going to get, like, the Hornets pick. Maybe it was, like, top 5 protected or something. Maybe I was wrong. We're going to extend Mike D'Antoni as the head coach here of the Timberwolves. Here at the 2015 draft, the Bulls are actually trading number 1. Holy sh... For who? For who? Tony Parker and Manu. Oh, this is, like, Kevin Garnett and, like, Paul Pierce 2.0. What are you doing? And Karl Anthony Towns is going to be a Spur. Chicago, no. What are you doing? Kristaps and Anthony Davis in the front court. Wow. Auto-generate. Well, that's Willie Cauley-Stein going number 3. Frank Kaminsky number 4. D'Lo 5. Booker is still on the board. Miles Turner goes there. Okafor goes. Oh, my God. I was going to take Booker. They have Booker and Cat. Oh, they're going to be so good so soon. Damn, that is insane getting Booker and Cat. So I ended up taking Emmanuel Mudiay, who's going to basically replace Jeremy Lin. Mo Williams in the second round. Not that Mo Williams. Pick up the team option on MKG. We're going to get Biyombo, Ingles, and Alec Burks, the qualifying offer. Pekovic. I mean, we do have Biyombo, Embiid, and Whiteside. I don't really need to. I think I'm going to bring back Biyombo. I don't really need Pekovic. We'll give Rubio like a 3-year deal, but I won't renounce the rights on any of these guys just yet. Yeah, because Whiteside's a free agent. I will renounce the rights on Win just because we do have like Noel and B, or no, we do have Mudiay, but yeah, I don't really need Pekovic back. So Whiteside, I mean, we just want a title with him. I would like to give you a 2-year deal. Ingles gets a deal from the Nets. We're going to match that 2 years, $6 million. And Biyombo gets a deal from the Cavs. So we have Noel, Whiteside, and Embiid. You know what? Or do we have Noel? Did I trade Noel? Yeah, I traded Noel. So what am I saying? We're going to match that for Biyombo then. Yeah, I think I traded, what's his name? I traded away Noel to move up for Embiid. And let's sign Alec Burks here. So player progression, Jimmy's an 87. Embiid is up to an 83. Love is going to be back in 4 to 6 months. And yeah, we might experiment with like Biyombo, Kid Gilchrist, and a couple other lineup iterations until Love comes back. And we do have Marcus Smart and Moutier now in that point guard rotation. And I don't think I want to make any trades here at the deadline. We are 41-12, the Clippers, taking a little bit of a step back. Shout out to the Suns on a 13-game winning streak right now with Rondo and Kawhi Leonard running the show over there. We do have like an additional Hornets pick this year. How are the Hornets looking? The Charlotte Hornets are pretty bad, so we would end up with like a top pick here in the 2016 NBA draft. Butler's actually like been the leading scorer. Love's only been back for 12 games. We did lose Kid Gilchrist for a little bit, but this team is in a good spot to hopefully go back to back, or Kevin Love was holding us back, I guess. So on the last game of the regular season, Jimmy suffers his shoulder injury. He actually may miss some of the playoffs. Shout out to Whiteside, 6th man of the year. He's adapting to his role. I'll take it. We got Coach of the Year, Mike D'Antoni, 63-19. Here's All-NBA first team with Kyrie Irving there now. All-NBA second team and All-NBA third team, no Timberwolves. We do get Whiteside on all defensive second team, 6 men and all defensive second team. I'm sure that's been done before, maybe. We end up getting the 1 seed. We're taking on a division rival in a way in the Portland Trailblazers. 12.6 point differential. We're in a good spot to go back to back. The Wizards did end the season on an 11-game winning streak. So Butler, though, I was going to say we're in a good spot to go back to back, but we just lost Butler for 4 to 6 weeks. So it's going to be Rubio, Gordon. They want to go Ingles, which I don't mind. Like, dude, that Joe Ingles free agency pickup has been unreal for us. We're going to go Love and Embiid there in the front court. That's good with me. Marcus Smart had himself a not great year, so I don't actually think I'm going to play him. We're going to go like 10 to Biyombo. We'll go 20 to MKG because he'll play a ton. And then I want to get JJ Redick in there, who is banged up. He'll get like 20 minutes a night. So let's go about 33 to Rubio, 37 to Love, and let's go about 38 to Eric Gordon. We're taking on Portland here with Kyrie Irving, LaMarcus Aldridge, Crawford, Batum, Steven Adams, and Clint Capella. Plenty of bigs. We're going to win game 1. Embiid gets a pinch nerve in his back, so now he's playing injured. Great. We are so banged up. We're up 3-1, but we're going to win in 5 in round number 1. Great. JJ Redick fully healthy here. We are inching towards getting back Jimmy Butler. Gordon and Love combined for 47. Butler will be back in 1 to 2 weeks. Could be after this series, but we got to beat Melo, Kemba, AD, and KP. It's a stacked team, and Jamal Crawford. We win game 1 by a lot, which is kind of shocking. Like, Anthony Davis might be the best player in this series. We do lose game 2. Eric Gordon at 36. AD 23 and 15. We do lose game 3 by 5 in overtime. Kemba had 28 and 10. Game 4, we do win this one 129-107. Game number 5, Eric Gordon sore neck, and we lose this one. Backs against the wall. Game 6, can we force a game 7? We can. We win 122-114. Here we go. Game 7, Nuggets Timberwolves in the 2016 playoffs. This happened again in the 2024 playoffs. Let's see what happens. They have a good first quarter. We have a good second quarter. We have a solid third quarter. We're down by 11 though with 8 minutes to go. Can we come back? Down by 10, down by 9. It's going to be too little too late. We actually have a crappy fourth quarter, crappy second half. We get outscored by 10 in the second half as a whole. We lose 119-104. So it is a shame, like with Jimmy hurt this year, Love hurt last year, but at least we did win that 2016 NBA title, 2015 NBA title. And the Clippers win it all, so they go back. They beat Denver in 6. They beat Atlanta in 6 as well. And Derrick Rose gets a finals MVP. That was a very fun rebuild. And I feel like we use some names that like we haven't really used so far in 2K26. And I just love the historic rebuilds for obvious reasons. It's just so much nostalgia when I do them. And I hope you guys do enjoy them as well. If you did enjoy this, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you guys thought of this. Do you want to see any more era rebuilds? Maybe you want to see like a Ty Lawson Nuggets. Do you want to see a Trust the Process Sixers or a rookie? Maybe Nikola Jokic in Denver, something like that. Let me know down below. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.